Hey guys, welcome back to Shell's Corner. Peace and love, gods. You already know what it is. I'm just a little bit tipsy and maybe about that much high, but that's my business. So anyway, really need to fill my cup. But just like in my last video, I figure I might as well, get them both out the way so I ain't gotta, record next week or whatever. So I might drop them back to back. I might drop them within a week of each other. I don't know, because that's my business. So I want to tell y'all the story about the time I had, matter of fact, it was my husband's birthday. So every year I try to, do something big for his birthday because that's my business. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, so I threw him a party. His friends and everybody came, whatever. We chilling, we drinking, we having a good time. Now, normally I would eat before, we start getting drunk. But because we had people coming over, I'm like, I'm not going to eat a bunch. I had like 2 slices of pizza, I had a couple wings, and I'm like, all right, want to make sure, it was enough food for everybody to get something. So I'm knocking them back before people even got there. Once people showed up, I am drunk. Okay, because Shell gets tipsy. Anyway, so I'm drunk way too much for the little bit of food that I put in my stomach. So now I'm sick. So I go upstairs. I use the bathroom. I'm good. So I'm like, yo, I need to just lay down. So I go in my room and I lay down. So the next thing I know, I got to throw up. But I know for a fact I am not making it to the bathroom. So the only thing I could think to do was to roll over to the end of the bed and throw up on the floor. And, my husband can clean that later. So I throw up. Matter of fact, so when I lean over, thank God my son's potty is there. So I throw up in the potty. I'm feeling, a little better. So I go to the bathroom. I done walked in on somebody. I don't know who it is. It was either my niece or my homeboy's girlfriend. I don't know at this point. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I put the throw up on the sink and I walk away. Yeah, it was nasty. Whatever. So I go back in my room. I lay down. My husband, homeboy, knocking on the door like, yo, come back down to the party. I'm like, yo, I can't. I'm messed up, please. So he's still pushing issues. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm a G. I'm going to go back downstairs and I'm going to, sip some more. Pluck it. Alright. So I go back down there. I'm like, nah, I can't drink no more. So he like, drink some water. Drink some water. The worst thing I could have did was drink some water. Because here go to throw up again. So I'm going to throw up in the sink this time. So he like, yo, just go ahead and lay back down. My husband like, yo, well, I don't even know why you made her come back down here. Like, leave her alone. So I go back upstairs because I am done for the night. So my niece come knock on the door. Probably about maybe 30 minutes into my nap. I don't know. I'm drunk. I don't know what time it is. Yo, you need to come downstairs before this girl die on your floor. Who floor? Rule number 1 in my house is no dying in my house. If you must die, take your behind outside. No, I don't need your spirit all up in here. Nah, go outside. So I'm like, all right, now I gotta get up and figure out what the heck is going on. So no sooner than I open my room door, all you smell is stomach acid and alcohol. I gotta go back to my room. I close the door. All right, get yourself together. You can do this. I don't do smells. I don't throw up. I don't do poop. None of that. I don't even know how my child survived. So I'm like, all right. I grab a washcloth out the drawer. I run it under the water. I got it under my face. I'm like, all right, I can do this. I come downstairs and the sight that I saw, oh my God. There was throw up on my entire kitchen floor. She on the floor freaking out, screaming, kicking. Her boyfriend, my husband, and his friend, because everybody else left at this point. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Trying to get her behind up. Can't get her up. All right. So I'm like, what we gonna do? So he on the phone with his mom. The girl boyfriend. He on the phone with her mom. She like, yo, get her to the shower, cool her down, whatever. How we gonna get her upstairs? These three strong men can't pick her big behind up off the floor. It's all right. So she got throw up everywhere. He was like, hey, you think you might got some clothes that she could fit? I'm like, I might have a pair of sweatpants maybe she could fit. So this fool gonna say, oh, never mind, she too fat, she ain't gonna be able to fit none of y'all stuff. Like, yo, this is your girlfriend. How are you talking about your girlfriend like this? But it's like, okay, whatever. You ain't my man. I'm not worrying about it. So boom. That ain't working. She passed out. So I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, because the back door was like right there. So I'm thinking we can just roll her big behind out. And, whatever happens to her on the back porch outside, that's her business. Like, don't die in my house. I'm sorry. I might seem, inconsiderate because of it, heartless. But you got to think about me here. I don't want to live with no spirit. I don't want to live with ghosts. Anyway, so so at this point, so I'm like, okay, we can't get her out of here. I'm gonna have to call the ambulance. So I call them, they showed up, police, 2 ambulance people. They come in, they can't get her up neither. They call for backup. Backup can't get her up neither. Now she's fighting them. They got like this thing wrapped around her to try to help her up and get her on the gurney. They can't get her up. She's fighting. And she's stomping. Like, the girl looked possessed. Like, I was just waiting for her head to start spinning around and green stuff coming out of her mouth. But it was like, all right, y'all need some help. Y'all really need. It took them about 30 minutes to an hour to get this girl out of my house. They had to call back up. It took 6 EMTs and her boyfriend to get her out of here. And even then, they were struggling. They ended up dropping her. Now, the girl was 440 pounds, I think she said she was. They had to give her a shot to try to put her to sleep. The shot didn't knock her out. They had to call the doctor, like, hey, we need to give her a bigger dose. Is it all right? They told them, yeah, and that still didn't knock her out. They finally got her behind out of there. Like, yo, she was never invited to another party. Like, her boyfriend was he's just like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yo, it ain't your fault that your girlfriend can't hold her liquor. I don't know what's going on with that, because normally, they drink like moonshine on a regular. They came to plenty of parties and came to get drunk with us or whatever. Like, yo, you don't want to drink with me, I'll have you sick the next day. Like, my cousin was like, yo, I ain't never drinking with you again. So I don't know what happened. I honestly do not know what happened and why she was throwing up like that. Because when she got to the hospital and, they went to go pump her stomach and, check her alcohol level, whatever, and it was like she was technically sober. So I don't know if she was possessed, something just wasn't sitting right with her, or I don't know. But that was nasty. My husband was mad. I had to help him clean up the throw up, which made me mad because I don't do throw up. My husband's the throw up cleaner in the house. Like, luckily I ain't throw up too. So, whew, that was some nasty stuff. Can I get a refill? Moral of the story: make sure you eat before you drink.